right outside. So come on in, don't be shy. We've got ghosts and UFOs. Brace yourself, get ready for the show. Don't be afraid of the dark. The fun's about to start. Nightmares or tales will inspire. Oh, tonight at the Scaredy Campfire. Have you heard tell of a demon next door? Or maybe a cryptid on the lake shore? There's nothing too strange for us here. So if you're ready, stamp out your fear. Don't be afraid of the dark. The fun's about to start. Nightmares or tales will inspire. Tonight at the Scaredy Campfire. Whoa, whoa.
Welcome back, campers, to episode 23 of the Scaredy Campfires. Tonight, the fire burns lower, but the stories cut deeper. These are the moments when reality slips, when what we see doesn't match what we know, and the ordinary world becomes something far more unsettling. Our first story comes from Reddit user u/puzzleheaded heat796, whose home life was already a storm of tension and fear long before something unexplainable stepped through. In a house heavy with conflict, religion, and grief, she and her mother watched a shadow take form, an arm where no arm should be, pulling the door shut as if it belonged there. In that moment, the chaos inside the house wasn't just human anymore. A little background first. Hi, I'm a 20-year-old female and I currently live with my mom, grandma, and grandpa. Also, we have a dog and a cat. Anyway, my grandma has frontal lobe dementia that is slowly getting worse. She has always been a horrible, mean person, but the dementia makes her lash out even more than normal. My grandma is super abusive and will often physically go after my mom. This happened a couple of weeks ago, and it started when my mom called 911 on my grandma because she was punching, slapping, and spitting on my mom. We were told by a social worker that if this happens, to call 911. The cops did nothing, by the way. This fight continued for about 3 hours before anyone was able to calm down. I tried to ignore it, but I have severe anxiety and this definitely didn't help. I also had to take care of my dog and cat because they were both terrified of the yelling, causing them to hide underneath my legs. My grandma is also a very religious Christian person, though it may sound bad, but for us she is hell on earth. My mom and I believe that there are ghosts or spirits or whatever you want to call them. Anyway, that night after my mom and grandma made up, in my grandma's words, I was laying on my mom's bed and watching the TV. My dog was laying on my lap and the cat was on my chest. My mom was in the room sitting at a desk with her back towards her bedroom door. We have a little door stopper that clicks and holds the door wide open. We were using it at that time. My mom and I heard the door unlatch from it and start to close. I looked over and watched the door for about 7 to 8 seconds straight without moving. There was a black shadowed arm that was wrapped around the middle of the door, pulling the door shut. The shadow had a greyish aura around the arm the whole time. You couldn't even make out the outline of the fingers. When the door was closed enough, the arm slithered back around the door and it disappeared. My dog reacted to it like she witnessed it as well. My mum and I walked out of the room and see that both of my grandparents are in their room at the end of the hall. I explained what happened and asked my grandma if she was just in the hallway. She didn't do it, and she told me that she'll take care of it. The next day, I woke up the most depressed I've been in about 4 years and couldn't get out of bed until about 4 p.m. My mum got me out of the house and I instantly felt better, and my grandma saged/smudged the house while we were gone. When we got back home, the vibe was weird in the house and I was instantly back into a bad feeling. The next day, I was still in that deep depression, so while my grandma was out of the house, my mum smudged the house herself. Instantly, the house felt lighter, and it was like my depression was lifted in a way. I've been fine ever since, and I haven't seen anything else. I've just never experienced anything like that, but I know I'm not tripping. Till now, the user remembers that black arm and the grey aura curling around it, wondering what it wanted from a family already drowning in turmoil. Was it a spirit feeding on pain, or a warning made visible for only a few seconds? Whatever it was, the house itself seemed to breathe differently after it appeared. Lighter with some rituals, heavier with others, as though something unseen was watching the balance shift. Some presences don't just haunt walls, they haunt the people inside them. Our second story comes from Reddit user u/pathesis, who moved into a brand new house, expecting a clean start. No history, no secrets, but what followed wasn't leftover energy from old owners or creaking pipes in the walls. It was something she'd never seen before, and never fully. Not a figure, not a face, only fingers, long, thin, curling around ledges, as if a body was just out of sight, a presence hiding in plain view, watching her life from the edges. Just to be upfront, I'm a 29 female, schizoaffective, just for info about me I guess, and sometimes experience hallucinations. Even while medicated and my hallucinations have stopped, this particular thing never went away. Most of my hallucinations are auditory, like hearing music from a radio that isn't on, or muffled conversations that sound like they're coming from another room or when nobody is home. Visually, I'll sometimes get these weird black blotches in my eyesight, but they fade after a while. But this thing is completely different. It doesn't do anything, just appears at places around the house at random times and just sits there, and I can only see its fingers. The best way I can describe it is like I'm seeing a sleep paralysis demon's fingers, but I'm awake. Don't sleep paralysis demons just stand scarily in a corner? It's like that, but I'm awake and I can see its fingers wrapped around ledges. The fingers are long and thin and they just curl around ledges. I usually notice them first, but the corner of my eye, then look at them head on, but the moment I look away or blink, they disappear. It started in 2019 after moving into our newly constructed house. No previous owners. The house was new. We waited for them to finish building, then moved in. There's no big scary monster, no objects moving around, and it's silent. It's literally just fingers. if there's a body connected, I've never seen it, thank God. Imagine if someone was spying on you and to avoid being seen, they try to hide but are really bad at it. It's like that. Like I said, it shows up randomly. It doesn't seem to matter if it's daytime or nighttime, and it can be high or low on objects. I've seen it clearly 4 times. 1. First time, I was up late working at my PC. The door to my room was cracked and I noticed fingers curling around the door frame. I swear I could see them clear as day, but the moment I switched the light on, they were gone. The second time, I was in my room on my bed. I have a vanity next to my bed that reflects my bedroom window, and in the mirror I saw fingers curled over the outside window ledge, like something was watching me from the outside. I turned to check the window, thinking it might be the bushes outside, since they are the house's front-facing windows, and the rose bushes lined the outside, but nothing. They were just gone. The third time was when I was about to do laundry and was walking my basket to our laundry room. I saw the fingers curled over the top of the washing machine like something was behind it. Both the hallways in the laundry room were lit, and I swear to God, I could see them clear as day. Our laundry room is small, and I was standing in the doorway practically in front of them, but the moment I blinked, they were gone. The most recent moment was when I was walking into our kitchen to get an afternoon snack and saw the fingers curled over the opposite edge of the kitchen island. I just tried to ignore it and act like I hadn't noticed, got a drink from our fridge, and when I turned around, it was gone. I know I sound crazy, and I've tried searching online, but I can't find anything that really lines up. Like I said, I'm schizoaffective. I've talked with my doctors and changed dosage and medication many times. It never changes. I'm starting to wonder if this is something spiritual or fae. Yes, I believe in fairies. Just living in my house who enjoys watching people. I already feel so awkward just typing this out. So if things become too silly, I'll just delete and move on. To this day, the user hasn't seen a body. Only the curling fingers that vanish when she looks directly at them. Is it a trick of her mind? A lingering side effect of a condition she already understands? Or something else entirely? Something patient enough to reveal itself piece by piece. Whatever it is, it stays quiet, waiting, and sometimes the quietest things are the hardest to escape. That's all for episode 23, campers. Truth and illusion blur too easily when the dark wants to play tricks. Until next time, trust only what you can touch, and even then, question it.
As the night gets longer and the darkness creeps in, with the eerie silence broken only by whispering wind, come gather round the fire, the flickering flames, and hear the tales of the spooky and the strange. Chill up your back, a shiver up your spine. You'll be haunted by the things that you find. Legends will unfold and stories will be told at a scary campfire, for only